What we out here doing?
We out here about to meet. What's her name first? We about to meet a girl named Paris Bird. You feel me? And we are in the process of making a YouTube series called the SpotLight Media or Spotlight. How are we gonna get the name together? But we about to get this shit. But oh, she calling me right now.
This is not a test. This is your urgent Speak Now broadcast system. Is not a test. This is your urgent Speak Now broadcast. Your urgent Speak Now broadcast system. Your urgent Speak Now broadcast system. Announcing the commencement of the Speak Now takeover. The Speak Now takeover.
What's up? This is Spotlight Media CLT. I am DeMarcus Baker. We're here with Paris Bird, the Speak Now chick.
What's up, y'all?
And this is the time of the interview that you can tell all the people watching where they can follow you at any of the platforms.
I'm just strictly on Instagram at that Speak Now chick, or you can follow my business page, speak.now with 2 W's.
Perfect. Now, for the people watching who wants to know, are you from Charlotte, North Carolina?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Charlotte, North Carolina.
So you a Charlotte native, you ain't come from nowhere?
No, I mean, the only other place you could say is like Mount Holly, like not Huntersville, like a country area.
Okay.
But I'm born and raised in Charlotte.
Okay. Did you go to school out here?
I did. I went to Ida Rankin Elementary School my first grade year, and then after that I transitioned to David Cox my second grade year on. I went to JMA, then Ridge Road, then North. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Well, so tell us this. Now, Speak Now chick, you started to showcase. Tell us, what was the process in the time period in your life where you felt like a showcase was needed?
It was about 2 years ago. So I just celebrated my 2-year anniversary with Speak Now, October 9th, I think it is. That's not bad. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. So 2 years ago, I was dating this guy, and I've been writing poetry for years, but I never really knew like what I was gonna do with it, like what it was gonna like transition into. And he would always ask me like, your writing's dope. Like, what do you do? And I started performing a little bit, and then
what was your poetry outlet?
just kind of like a getaway. Like if I was going through anything, if I was feeling happy, sad, it was just like all emotions. So most of my things used to be about love. That was just kind of like my main thing, like love. So then once he passed away. So once he passed, like I just started people started asking me where I performed, and kind of like where I would kind of let my thoughts out or whatever on paper. And so since so many people were asking, I was like, well, I'm gonna do it. So I just kind of set that platform for like poets, rappers, singers, and now I'm trying to transition some dancers in there. So about 2 years ago, that's kind of what inspired me. So I've been consistent with it since.
That's perfect. Now tell us this, what obstacles in the process of starting your Speak Now showcase, what obstacles would you say have been some of the ones that stand out just a little bit more in the front of the class?
I guess you could say like, I don't want to say support, because I've had a lot of support. It's just kind of like, I guess just really being nervous about every show. Like all of my friends were like boosting me about it, like, oh, it's gonna be, it's gonna be a fun show. And I'm always the one I'm really scared to jinx it. So I'm like, oh, it's gonna be alright. Like that's just me. Like I just be like, I don't want to speak exactly. Like you overhype it and you walk in there and nobody there. And it's like you don't want to speak negativity, but you also want to stay humble about it, because you just never know. Like everybody just may happen to be busy that day. So, but it's really just being supported. Like it shows the real from the fake. Like people will say all day, like, I support you, but haven't been on one event. You know what I mean? So, but so far so good. Like just, I think really with me staying consistent, the obstacles, like the negative ones, have been really, really good. So I haven't really like had to overstep anything bad except the beginning.
Now, in the process of choosing who is going to perform and who's not going to perform, would you say a lot of the times it can be taken as personal compared to it's just business?
Yeah, a lot of my close friends do music, so it kind of like, it's a little hard, especially when I have a vision for something, and like that person's music doesn't really fit the vision. It's not that I don't like their music, it's just from that specific event, it's like, it's not really like what I'm looking for right now. So it does kind of come off a little shaky sometimes, or like if I like this show that I have going now, like when the slots are full, like people don't like that. Like they're like, oh no, you still got a slot left, and I'm like, it's busy, but I'm planning the next one. All right, hit me up. And then like if slots are full, and then like that person said, oh, contact me back. It's like nobody understands like how full the DMs are while a show is going on.
Exactly.
So it's like when I'm planning the next show, like you gonna have to hit me because I'm not gonna remember to hit everybody back. Like that's just how it is. But for this one, I actually like grabbed all the artists I wanted versus putting up a flyer and saying, yo, hit me. So it was a little different. But some people do take it personal, but I kind of like, don't, you know what I mean? Don't take it like that.
It's all love.
Yeah, it's always gonna be love. Because it's like, for one, everybody's music isn't gonna be for everybody. So that's why I take different. It's not about me liking your music, period. Like, even if I don't like your music, somebody in the crowd might.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, it does get a little shaky trying to figure out like who's gonna perform, and then kind of like sweet talking to everybody so you can stay leveled and grounded with everybody in your relationship, whether that be personal business or whatever.
I definitely feel that. Now, tell me this, man. So, in the process of, like you said, you say maybe your sound is not for this show. What do you feel is like the way that you categorize what type of show it is going to be? Like, is it going to be a reggae? Like,
it really depends. Just because I go back and forth between grab the mic nights and showcases, it just depends on like what type of crowd I'm trying to touch. Like for this next one, it's been about the city. I really kind of took artists from different sides of the city because like everybody always likes to say I got the city on my back. Everybody likes to say I'm supporting the city, but it's like every time I go to an event, it's one side, which is cool. That's perfectly fine. Like I'll go to an east side event or I'll go to an event on the north side where it's all hippies, and that's fine. Like because it's always good vibes. Right. But it's like when are we going to have an event where all of those sides are under one roof? And so that was really my goal and what I wanted to do, like to end the 2018 year, because a lot of people are taking off this year. So I'm like, yo, let's do it. Like let's have all the dope artists under one roof or whatever. So I took some people that are kind of like known, and I took some people that are still coming up with their music's dope, but they're on a totally different side. So it's kind of just really in the vibe and what I'm feeling. Like if I feel like you fit it, I'm gonna throw you in there. Like if you're available, we're gonna do it. But it really just depends on the vibe and like what I see fit for the show. Like I usually don't really know until I start like working on it and digging my hands into it. But it just it depends on the vibe.
I definitely understand. And before we go to break, tell me this. So, like you said the DMs be full with artists that want to perform in your showcase. Now, as the Speak Now chick, when you find an artist that you necessarily are interested in, how is that process in reaching out to them? Is it a lot of love shown, or do you feel like sometimes you can get a hard no or a hard yes maybe?
I haven't gotten any no's before, but I've gotten people that like, I don't know, like, that I'm cool with, that have brought up prices, which I planned, like, 2019. Eventually, I'm doing showcases, and artists are going to want their money. That's cool with me, but that's one thing I told myself, all 2018, I'm not paying anybody. And it's not even really a bad thing. Like, my DJ, my host, yeah, cool, but as far as artists go, this was like a love you for me. Like, yo, you going to do it for the love? Like, next year is when I plan to, like, dish out money, because you're going to have to. But I haven't got any hardcore no's. It's just kind of been like, oh, they want, you know, more, like, yeah, they want to know, like, yeah. So it's just kind of like, okay, I got you next year. That's cool. But it's usually all love. Like, it's usually like, yo, like, you seen it, you seen the events, like, you've been, but like, you trying to perform. And usually it's easy going. It's usually like, okay, bet, I'm on. Like, most artists are pretty much down with it, just because I've shown myself. Like, it's like,
that's good. They ain't acting up for you, right?
I hope. I don't need it.
Well, this is SpotLight Media CLT. I am Demarcus Baker. We're here with Paris Bird. We're about to go back on break, and we'll be right back. What's up? This is SpotLight Media. We have a SpotLight Media sneak peek. We're here with Paris Bird, the Speak Now chick, and she has a few words of encouragement for you.
Take control of your energy. Allow the universe to get involved and direct your healing and feelings, not your surroundings.
And you heard it first. This is Paris Bird, aka the Speak Now chick, and we will be right back to the interview. What's up? This is SpotLight Media CLT. I am Demarcus Baker. We're here with Paris Bird, aka the Speak Now chick. We're back from break. I hope you love her words of motivation. And this is a time that you can shout out any of your supportive platforms, any of the people that you feel keep Paris sane.
I would say my parents, all of my close friends, y'all know who y'all are, and a ton of Visions. They're a big platform that are also with me and kind of help me keep me sane when we come and collab together. I mean, we've done just one event together, but we're working on the second one, which they're on. So a ton of Visions. Yeah.
Most definitely. So, to throw you off a little bit, Is Miss Paris in a relationship?
Wow. Someone's involved.
Someone's involved.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's been the same guy for 2 years. So, yeah.
So it's going
He's
strong.
around,
It's going
yeah.
strong.
Yeah.
Now, in the process of these 2 years, how do you feel you have been able to balance being able to still be a supportive partner as well as take on the Speak Now showcase and making all the time and scheduling and everything that you need to do?
Oh man, it's been hard. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's been easy. Just because you have, for one, balance, like balancing both, making sure you're making time for both. He's really busy too, so it's like we both have that, But I'm worse when it comes to like setting a day for both. Like I'm like, no, I'm working all day today. I'll see you tomorrow. You know what I mean? Instead of saying like, okay, I'm working right now and I'll see you later. Like, so and even when it comes to, because I've just now become the person that's able to talk about like what I'm doing. Like I'm to myself a lot.
Right.
So when it comes to talking about somebody like you're in love with and like, oh babe, these are my dreams, like I had a really tough time doing that because I was scared. I don't want to say I was scared of failure, but it's just like you don't want the person that you're with to see you there. You know what I mean? So it's just like I would be like, even when it comes to my friends, like I was saying earlier about like them like hyping up the situation, I'm like, oh no, like just chill. I'm the same way when it comes to my relationship. Like I don't want to lay all these things out and if it doesn't work the way you're supposed to. But I've become more open when it comes to like kind of like what I want to do, my dreams and aspirations, because he has. So he kind of helped me open up a lot. But it gets kind of hard because you gotta like balance, and it's especially with me working with a lot of guys. So it's just kind of like keeping those boundaries, like knowing what and what not to talk about. What's respectful, what's not respectful. Time wise, like even when it comes to like texting about business, like you gotta know like when when it's kind of like cutting that off. Okay, we'll finish talk about it tomorrow with my dude. Like just kind of like that. So it's been a little rough, but it's gotten a lot better. Yeah.
That's good. That's good to hear. Now, currently, what would you say motivates you to keep going with the Speak Now program?
Mostly because even in my last interview, I just spoke on like I didn't go to school. Like I went to CPCC for a year, and I literally was just like, it's not working out. School isn't for me. Okay. So being that I didn't, I just put all that work I would have put in my studies into what I love to do. Right. So that's pretty much it. Like this is my world, my love. This is literally like as if I like birthed Speak Now. Like this is my baby, and I know that without my child, like I'm nothing. So that's just really how I see it. Like if I don't have my child, then I know that I'll be down here. So that just kind of keeps me going.
Now, in the process of your child coming out the delivery room, and the doctor asks you, "What is the name?" What thoughts went through your head when you named your baby Speak Now?
I had a lot of different thoughts. I think it was my first showcase when I performed. I said Speak Now like within the poem or the rap or whatever you want to call it, and then that's where it came. I just kind of felt like it just stopped everything. Like if somebody's on the what age and they're performing, Speak Now. You know what I mean? It just kind of that's really where it came from. I didn't really have any other names. Like I wasn't thinking of a name. Like when I wrote the poem, that's what I wrote that. I was like, oh, that's the name.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was just, that was the first name I put up, and that's what I wrote with.
Now, I know that you have been about coming up with them, correct? So now tell us more about that. What audience do you think that you're trying to target with this showcase?
But I'm trying to target age. That's just what. No matter the age, that like it's 18 plus. Sure. Just because that's like a it was kind of like a club. Yeah. So the only reason why like I don't even do it in my business. Like whoever like come. It's literally it's just very first event. They invite people's kids that like were in there. Like they have kind of that's the environment I want. So if I'm able to kind of all ages are lit ages. Whether it's really the music targeting all stuff, kind of like it goes to the trap soul singers, the loves of the army and all of that. Some singer targeted. I don't even songs like all the things. So my all the trying everybody have a specific different people. Like I want different styles, and that's why it'll be like, oh, I chose something cool who would literally everyone's just traveling to the East Coast, and it's just like discovering body that they've never really wanted to or even thought they would kind of. And it's really my goals when it comes to discrimination. So that's.
And what can people expect from the showcase that might just be a little bit different from this one in the past days?
Honestly, nothing. I don't think anything's gonna. I don't want to say it's not gonna change. It's gonna be more of an expansion because again, it's not gonna be hearing different stuff that they usually wouldn't play in their car, and they probably might be listening to it now because they actually, y'all, I don't want to say you were forced, but I mean, if somebody's performing right before the person you came to support, like you have no choice but to listen to them. So like that song might knock, and you like, oh, okay, like I'm a download it. Like I didn't even know you existed. Basically,
right down the street.
Exactly, like, and we should be supporting each other. And that's why when it comes to Charlotte as a whole, like we're growing, but at the same time we're being held back so much because everybody's not supporting everybody. Like, you know what I mean? So that's really my main goal, just to get everybody to discover the next artist versus just supporting the person that's on their side.
What do you feel about the phrase that people no longer support talent, but they support fame and popularity? How do you feel about that?
I support that. I think it's gotten there just because like people do the dumbest things, like literally the dumbest things, and they get noticed for it. But it's like the person that's grinding the hardest, like people look right over them. So I feel like it's gotten to that point. Like I've seen so much stuff like posted on Instagram or whatever, and I'm just like, why are y'all supporting me? Like why? And it don't even be like something that someone's doing and I'm asking why you supporting. It'd be like they're doing something stupid just for attention, and you're just like, really? That caught y'all attention? Like, you know what I mean? And from there they have their support on what they do just because that person's doing it. Or it'll be I'm not even gonna speak on that too much, but yeah, I think it's really taking over, and it's just getting to a point where somebody's gonna have to come through and be like, no, like y'all need to be supporting real talent, not just that person because it's that person because they did one stupid thing to catch your attention, and now you feel like everything they're doing is so amazing. Yeah,
Kardashian.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect example. Exactly.
Most definitely. Well, tell us this before we get out of here, right? If you could describe Harrisburg in 3 words, what would you say? It doesn't have to be a sentence. 3 words.
Consistent. Dedicated. And we're going to say a people person is one word.
With a little dash in the middle. All right. Well, you guys heard it first. We're here with Paris Bird. The floor is yours. If you'd like to say any last things to the people, your time.
I just want to say thank you for tuning in. I want to say thank you for bringing me on today. And again, you can follow me at That Speak Now Chick or my business page, speak.now with 2 W's.
Well, perfect. This is SpotLight Media CLT. I am DeMarcus Baker. We're here with Paris Bird. We're in Charlotte, North Carolina. And we out.
Of the Speak Now Takeover. The Speak Now Takeover. We only ask the Speak Now Takeover.